G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4 G's. Sportz Mom. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4 G's. 4 G's.
Welcome to another episode of 4G Sports. As always, hit the subscribe button, like the bell, and we are going to get started. As you see, we have a packed house today. This is what we're going to call the Legacy Show, all right? I'm the OG. To my right, left, whatever he is right now, over here, over there, somewhere. Is my son, hip-hop, alternative artist, writer, producer. He also is the one that did our intro, Vash.
What's going on?
And I am the king. And to my left is my youngest son, 3-sport athlete, varsity football, varsity basketball, varsity track, all around good kid, 3.65 GPA, Jeremiah Gossett.
All right. Hey, you know what it is. You got the Doc. With me to my right is my son, Scottie, junior varsity Lions guard. To my left is my son, Travis, starting corner for the 12U junior Lions. Ready to rock it. Let's get it.
Hey, let's go ahead and go.
All right. It's me, right?
It's you.
Yes, sir.
Ah, man. Okay. All right, young men. Jeremiah, was it hard playing any sport for your father?
Nah, it wasn't hard. It's just higher expectations, but it wasn't hard though.
All right.
Safe answer.
Let's say. What you got?
Yeah, just because he's always on me half the time. So.
Yeah.
Yes, because he's trying to get us better. Way we can make it to like college football and NFL and stuff.
I don't think we were that bad. I don't think we were that bad.
Nah.
Yes, I do agree that the expectations as a father coach can be kind of high at times, but you also got to learn how to separate father and coach at the same time and have an equal balance.
Right. And for Vash, it's kind of different. He doesn't play sports, but he's an artist, and I am in that field. I have been doing music for a while. How is it if I'm in the studio with you or in your creative process?
I'm always working to blow your mind, definitely. If not blow my mind first, so that I already know that you're gonna be like, all right, this is good. But very rarely do I hit the point to where you're just completely blown. So it kind of makes it difficult for the pressure wise to always be on it, especially in the beginning. But now it's just more to get that. Then I know I'm doing good, you know. So I know I did a good enough job. So yeah.
All right. When did being a dad start, and when does coach stop? Doc.
I think that question's relative to the question we just asked the boys, because what happens is I would say we get a little bit passionate coaching because we've already been through it. So we feel look, man, just listen to me. I'm telling you, I know the right way. I've been there. I've made the mistakes. I've worked through them. So I'm trying to show you the right way. And if you don't want to listen, you can go ahead and just hit them laps. So So separating that from like the field or the court to the car is really where you have to do it. It's almost, at least for me, it's like that walk from the end of practice or the end of the game to the car going home. You have to separate. You have to leave coach behind and become dad again.
When did it start? It started at birth. Once I held him in my hands, I knew he was going to have a basketball, football, soccer ball, whatever type of athletic apparel, whatever it was. That's when it started. When does it stop? It never stops, because you'll always be that eye in the sky. If you're not on the floor, on the bench, you'll be that eye in the sky. I know most kids seek, especially boys seek dad's approval on everything. And we're all creatures of habit. We all critique things, good, bad, and ugly. They don't want to hear the ugly all the time, but they want to hear the truth for the most part. So it never stops. I think even when he becomes a grown up, he'll still ask for dad's advice, and not necessarily in sports, but in life in general.
Yeah,
which is also coaching as well.
That's true.
Right. Well, see, mine is a little different. I did want him to play sports. He tried. It just wasn't him. So instead of me getting upset, I had to let him figure out what his niche was and what his passion was. And just so happened to be music. So with that being said, it did kind of surprise me that he went to music, but it didn't. So the pressure was really on him, because I can't put pressure on you. The pressure starts when you want to do something and you have to be passionate about what you're doing. And just like you said, King, it's just basically coming for advice, coming to see what I feel. But if I can always say, I don't like it. If he goes and changes it or just improves on what he's done, that's not for me to say what he needs to do. That's his decision. Once he says, I'm done, this is what I finished, I will listen to it and go, great job. If there's something I still don't like about it, yeah, I will nitpick, but 9 times out of 10, there's no nitpicking to be done. I just want to see my son succeed, let him be happy, and he must make those decisions, because 9 times out of 10, I won't be there. So he has to know what sounds good to him at that point and what doesn't. So if I can just build up that confidence and let him know in the back of his mind, now I know my dad will say this, I know my dad is going to say that, and if he can just work all that out in the beginning, then my job is done. I can just sit back and be a proud parent.
And for the most part, they know.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, they'll look in the stands for you.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah,
those facial expressions say a lot. You know what I'm saying? They say a lot.
So I can sit back, like he said, if I can sit back and do this, that's all I need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that, after so many years, what each other's thinking. Good, bad, or indifferent. You have that connection. Sure. So this next question is directed at Travis specifically, and to give the audience a little bit of background that may not know, Travis was born with it's called Erb's palsy or brachial plexus injury, which means he was born with a paralyzed left arm, and that's something that hasn't fixed itself or anything throughout the years. And he's almost 13 now and has had 2 surgeries and is probably going to go through a major surgery again for his 3rd time. But he still plays football. He still plays basketball. He led his team in scoring in basketball at one point, and is a starting corner for a tackle football team. So to you, Travis, what do you say to other kids that might have been born with a birth defect or a birth injury, that they may not feel like there's somebody like normal, and they want to play sports? What do you say to them?
Just follow your dreams. Don't really let anything stop you. Just keep working.
Right.
That's what it is. I mean, and that's what he's done. Yeah. I mean, he's had, Coach Chris has invited him to a lot of the older practices, and he put in the work with Jeremiah and Scottie at one point on the court. So that's what he does. He just chooses to inspire and lead by example.
Very good. Very good.
All right, Jeremiah. If you had to pick one sport to play professionally, what would it be and why?
I would say football, because That's my favorite sport. Or yeah, football. And I probably play for the Packers.
Oh,
I don't think I'll play for Cleveland, to be honest with you.
That's that disrespect again.
oh man. Damn. You want to play in that snow, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh God.
Let me ask you the question also. If you had a choice to play professional, what position would you want to play? Defensive back or running back? Defensive back.
All right.
Hey, that's a good choice because they have longer careers anyway.
Have to go from defensive back to safety.
Yeah. Yep. So the next question is for Vash. We know with them in sports, it obviously takes a level of focus. So do you feel like in your music industry, it takes that same level or even more focus to master what you do with hip hop and things like that?
Definitely. I think it's the same thing, like just following your dreams, following your passions, just working hard is definitely one of those things, but always like to make sure that you're having fun first and foremost, because that's going to make you not competitive, but to compete with yourself, you know, first and foremost, to do something that end up blowing your mind so that you can always strive to work harder and to master everything. If not master, then do something that you've never done before. So definitely having fun, I will have to add to that, is the most important part.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure. Right.
All right. Here we go. Is it or was it hard not to be excited for your son during a game? King. As a coach, let me put you in there. As a coach.
Yeah, you know, it's hard, man. You have to kind of like bottle a lot of that stuff in because you're dealing with 10 other personalities. But he gets the same high fives that everybody else gets. He gets treated the same. He'll run the same suicides and homicides. Like I said, like I told these guys the last year that I did coach, that he had to do a lot in between the lines that no one really saw. That, you know, before practice he was there, and even after practice when I leave, he's there. So while other kids are already at home eating dinner, doing homework, he's barely getting in the car, driving home with me while doing homework in the car. So it's hard to bottle it in for the most part, but sometimes you can get kind of crazy and do a little slick high five to like, that's a nice one, bro. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree, and I'm gonna compound on that with a couple examples real quick. Yes, it is hard. It's hard because we know as fathers kind of what we put them through, like King said, between the lines and after practices or when we're not at practice. But there was two or three times specifically, one where Scottie is playing a game and he was finally having a really good basketball game this particular day and ended the game. And Chris is going to know this one immediately. He gave this kid a crossover, step back, and popped the three right in his eye. And I shouldn't, as a coach, come off the bench the way I did, but I was just so hyped for my boy because I know the work he had put in, you know, up until that point, right? And he just ate that kid up. And then just last year, freshman, you know, he plays offensive line. Their team marches downfield. I'm working the sticks for the high school this game. I can't take no pictures or nothing. And they march downfield. They score. Next thing I know, the other parent holding the sticks is like, hey, I think your son's lining up at running back. And I was like, what? I line up, and Scotty's lined up at fullback, and they're getting ready to hand him the ball for 2-point conversion. Now, that one did not end quite as well. But it was still exciting for me because, you know, that showed that he had been putting in work without me there with those coaches. And then another time with his first basketball team, you know, playing with that disability, and he had a game where he went for, I think, 28 points in this game, and he actually single-handedly had his team in the lead winning this game. unfortunately ended up losing because the other coach started making them trap and double him. But the excitement for me was you got this kid out here with a disability with one arm, and this coach was like, double him. Like, don't let this dude get the ball. You know what I mean? And that was actually just that part was just as exciting for me as him going for 28 points or whatever he went for that game.
Because I think coach recruited you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think for me, it's hard to like his first performance. Me and the wife went, and she's excited and jumping around and can't control herself. But yet, still, the rest of the crew is there looking at me, watch my son to see how I was going to react. And I don't think they knew I saw it. So I had to hold it in, and it was one of those moments where you just say, you know what? I can care less what anybody else says. And I don't even think Vash knows this. That's the first time I've cried watching him perform. That's how proud I was.
Yeah, see, he didn't know.
No, I didn't.
You know, it's like the work that he put in.
Yep.
Time to learn something new and to get on that stage and see how proud his mom was and to see how happy he was. You know, because he skateboards, he does all kind of crazy stuff. But this was something that he laser focused in on and killed it. I mean, murdered it. And I was just like, there's nothing else to say. So at this point, when he does music, I just kind of just step out the way now. He has it. He has everything he needs. So I just let him run with it. But yeah, I think that was the hardest thing to do, was show that emotion, especially on his first performance. Now I just kind of walk to the back, have a beer, and just let him do his thing.
And the pride you felt just watching him rock the house like that.
Oh my God. You don't understand. You look around and you see people into what your son had to write. It's not nothing he made this up and they really was into what he was doing. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
As a father, I didn't know. I couldn't hold it in. So yeah, tear fell. It was real hard, but hey, I had to do it. I was just so proud of him.
I got a quick story. I think when Jeremiah was 10, he almost quit playing football, and during preseason, and then there was a game. It was out there in Mesa, and he was actually the third string running back for this team. And when they finally gave him the call, I was standing right behind him. He said, "I'm gonna get the ball and I'm about to score." And he said, "Get your camera ready." So I said, "Okay, we will see." So I got my camera out. And if I have the video, I have to send you guys a video, and you'll hear me screaming, "No, he did not." It was like a 55-yard scamper, untouched. And that's when I knew, I think he found his niche. There's no greater feeling in the world like that as a dad, to be in the stands and hearing people talk about your kid. Like that number 21, or that number, whatever number they have, he out there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard not to be excited, but you kind of got to bottle it in as a coach. And that's even hard sometimes too. I remember Jeremiah blocked the shot, and I'm coaching, but when he blocked the shot, I'm like yelling out, "Ooh, get that out of here!" And I know I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I did it anyway. But that's just us as parents, just being excited, motivated, and keeping these guys motivated to do the best that they can, no matter what crap that they're trying to master for the most part.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Where are we at? Okay, hold up. I lost my script.
I'll help you out, King. What motivates you and keeps you going hard even when you're hurt? Travis.
Really, I don't really think about being hurt when I'm hurt. I just really think about winning the game and doing what I can do. That's really.
Whew, great answer. I like Scottie. I like that kid. Like that kid.
Yeah. He comes close to that Mamba mentality sometimes. He's still trying to channel that a little bit though. But I think what people don't realize is because of his birth injury, he's in a constant state of hurt. Because it's nerve damage and things like that. He's had he's had to condition himself to learn how to block it out. When we fall asleep, like we have our hand fall asleep, his feels like that 24/7. So, he's had to figure out how to manage through that and push through that.
I'm just really used to it now.
So, when it kind of in that same context, this question first, Scottie, then Maya, then Vash. What motivates you to continue working hard and keep grinding and keep getting better?
To make the varsity level for my football team and help make my team better. Also help or make.
And you do.
Honestly, I'm trying to go to college for free. That's my mindset. So I just keep on working to get that scholarship.
Vash.
Definitely have to be like the influences. Like I know, like there's you have your Kendricks, you have your Tyler the Creators, you have you just have like so many influences out there that I know like I can top their sound in uniqueness or get it to the point to where my mix sounds just as good as theirs, and it's just that push that I know I have it in me to do it, and all I have to do is just zone in and just keep working at it, and I usually get it 9 times out of 10, like the next 24 hours or the next 48. So it's just seeing myself progress and like level up keeps me motivated. I can't stop. It's addictive. Yeah.
All right, fellas. Now this is just for the dads. With everything going on right now in the world, do you talk to your kids about it and how to deal with it? Doc.
Yeah. And I think our conversations are a lot different than what you all have to have with your sons. For us, it's conversations about, where we are allies in some of the things going on in the world, whether with social injustices and things like that. In terms of like when we're dealing with a pandemic, that's a hard conversation to have because we're all learning what the heck that is. Like just other than look, let's do the right thing and wear a mask, and hopefully play our part in this thing going away. I think the bigger conversations have to do with where people that look like us are allies for you all in the Black community.
Game.
I would say, we have several conversations. My main thing is talking to both of my boys is about choices and what the consequences can be from those choices. Do right, do like for the most part. Go to school, stay focused, stay humble. Be honest with what's going on outside of what I see at school or when you guys are out with your friends. Don't buy into the peer pressure of what's going on out there. Stay prayed up. Most definitely that. Stay prayed up. But my thing is, like I said, it's all about choices now, and don't let the peer pressure get to you.
Yeah. Dealing with Vash is kind of different because he's one of those cats that if he's trying to write something and he's stuck, put his headphones on and go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be 2-3 o'clock in the morning. He has headphones in his ear. Today he's being real nice because he put his hair down, but usually his hair is out to about right here. You know what I mean? And with things going on the way it is now, it's kind of I had to before things start getting bad, let him know you have to be you have to take one of them earbuds out and you have to know what's going on. Because right now, we're an endangered species in the hunt. You're the prey. So if you're not paying attention, I can't have that. Because as a father, then I failed you. So I just want him to be prepared for every situation, keep his cool and understand that his main focus is to always go home. No matter what the situation is, if they lied and said you had this, and this in the car, let them take you to jail. That's fine. We'll get a lawyer to do all the other stuff, but I need you to come home.
Period.
I can't have you out there fighting and arguing about something that you have no control over. Just come home. And that's the hardest thing to deal with, especially as a father of a black male. It's those conversations get real touchy.
They do.
And you try not to drag them out. You just want to get to the point so they understand it. But I think he's getting it now, the older as he gets, and he sees more. But I just, that's a hard thing to do, even with the son, and I have daughters. So it's a double standard for both ways. And as a father, you just want to get him prepared. And just always, Scottie, Travis, Jeremiah, Vash, always remember your main objective when you go out is to come home. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You leave, you come back the same way.
Yeah.
All right?
Period.
Great advice. Great advice.
And to add to that, like I said, just be honest. Like those conversations are hard to have because they're scary conversations, and you don't want to scare them too much, but you want to give them the reality of what's going on for the most part as well.
Right.
Like I said, even us as parents, sometimes we can't even find the words to say, and we have to kind of like take a back seat and like, okay, how do I come at this without making this kid afraid to get in the car and drive to the store? You know what I'm saying? But we have to give them the reality of what the reality is. You know,
yes.
What's happening out there right now is real. It's real.
Very.
Is it getting better? Well, you know, time will tell. But like I said, all we have consistent communication with the kids and hear it from other parents as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just coming from us, because you know sometimes talking to our kids, it goes, you know, it becomes numb after a while. But if they hear from another adult, one ear and out the other, you already know already. And if they hear from another adult, so they know that, you know, mom and dad are probably telling the truth, and which we are telling the truth. But hearing from another person always helps out. So next question. Oh, this should be a fun one. What's your favorite part of school? And lunch does not count.
And PE is not enough.
I would say weight room. I would say weight room.
Okay.
It's not PE. It's not lunch.
Not effective, right?
Let me just get this out real quick. The only reason he said weight room, and I'm gonna be honest, that's my nephew, and I love him to death. It's very hard for this young man to keep a shirt on. So that's why he wants to go to the weight room. That's why he said weight room. Just so you know. I'm gonna be honest. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna wait till the bell rings, come out of the weight room with no shirt on, so the girls can see him to the locker room.
So weight room, your final answer?
Weight room or math? No, or PE, to be honest with you.
Aye.
How about you, Scottie?
It's probably the same thing. PE and weight training.
These two trying to look good for the ladies, man.
I always do.
And he okay.
I always
all
do.
right. All right. Yeah.
Let's move on. It's the trifecta: PE and the weight room. We got it. Okay, next.
We got it. We get it. So my next question is for Vash. What if you could think into all the beats you've ever heard? What's like your favorite all-time dopest beat you ever heard? Your own or anybody else's?
That changes with the days. Like one day a beat doesn't hit as hard as the last day, but I have another beat to back it up. So like I would have to say like the top 3 for me right now that's off the dome is like Miss Me by Lakel 47. Like that drop is just incredible. Another one would have to be that's actually, I was so hyped up about that one that I just forgot the other one. So yeah.
So that's it.
Miss Me is the one that has my heart right now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to
Right.
look that one up.
Okay.
All right. Do you find it difficult to dedicate yourself to sports and maintain a high GPA as a student athlete? Let's start with Travis.
Yes, it is. I'm still trying to get used to like keeping my grades up first, and then football and sports and stuff.
All right. Scotty?
Yeah, just because I need to have time to do my homework and have my grades good, so I'm able to play in the games and go to practice. That.
All right. All right, Jeremiah.
Yeah, it's just it's a mental to me. I have to have a schedule of what to do before and after practice. Then I'll talk to my teacher and stuff. But yeah.
I want to ask Jeremiah a follow-up question to that.
Okay.
So one thing with you and Scotty is you guys you're with football or whatever sport you're doing at whatever season and high school, your guys' schedules are just crazy. Do you find it easier to actually keep, like you said, keep the schedule? Does that help you more so you can stay on top of your studies?
Yeah, okay. Even at I go to a classroom just to do my homework.
Okay.
I don't eat lunch sometimes. I just bring my snack and just eat it and do homework.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So, I like that, Jeremiah. I like that mindset, young man.
All right, there's another fun question. This might get personal.
Just sit back, man. It has nothing to do with you.
Who has the best 3-point shot? Out of me and you.
I just want to say, he can't shoot really. To make that clear.
So disrespectful. Oh my.
Whew. Travis.
Oh, is it May or is it cold in this building?
Man.
Did it start snowing?
Huh?
Did it start snowing in Phoenix? Because it got cold in Georgia.
Oh my. Good. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I'm gonna say me, but let's all be honest. Everybody's gonna say me. Everybody, Scotty's gonna say him. Jeremiah's obviously gonna say him because he knows it's true. He can shoot.
Travis,
That's why his position is shooting guard and point guard.
How do y'all think he got that way?
Oh my God! Oh.
What do you got, Scotty?
Oh, most definitely me. What a question.
These kids. Hey, look. Hey, check this out.
You can't shoot.
Hey, that question wasn't even directed at me, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I will splash threes all over all y'all eyeballs. All right.
Not Jeremiah. I'm sorry.
I have splashed a 3 in Maya's eye at a practice.
I remember that.
Yeah.
He remembers that.
I don't remember
Now,
that.
I tried to do it again, and he swatted it, but that don't matter because the first time I got it.
Dad. How long ago did you
Oh
I got a quick story. Last year for my birthday, I challenged Jeremiah to a series of basketball things to do. One was free throws, one was 3-pointers, and one was 1-on-1 up to 21. Now, 3-pointers, he lost convincingly. Free throws, he most definitely lost convincingly. And should we tell him the game in up to 21?
I just want to say he's learning. I would be honest with you.
I went up 7-1 quick. Final score was 21-9. I won that game. So I'm gonna say this on YouTube right now. If you want that run back, call me out. If you want that get back, call me out. I'll leave it at that.
I just want to say, don't believe him. Don't believe him.
No, that was a good birthday. I ended up my birthday, the morning of my birthday. That was probably the most fun I've had on my birthday in a long time, playing him one-on-one. It was hot outside. It was in August, and he did lose, and he has lived it down since. But he won't tell you about the time that his mother snatched his flag playing flag football. You want me to tell that story too?
Go ahead.
So I'll tell it. So we were punting balls to kids, right? And they just sent a parent down there to snatch the flag. So this Gossett said, I'll go down there and snatch his flag. And Jeremiah's being all cocky. Mom ain't gonna catch me. Mom ain't gonna catch me. Punted the ball to him. Wife ran down there full speed, broke down, snatched the flag from me. That ride home with Jeremiah, he sat in the back seat. He didn't talk. And he's been upset ever since. So every blue moon we bring up this story.
That's true.
Oh man.
Oh, that was a good time. Good time.
I can't.
All
I
right.
can't. This show is
So
crazy.
I'm gonna get into it a little post high school type discussion. What are the top 3 colleges you all would dream of attending?
Florida State, UCLA, and ASU.
Take UCLA off with USC.
I would say Oregon Ducks, Texas, and ASU.
Okay.
I'm gonna say ASU because it's my hometown. UCLA because and Washington. But no, Wisconsin. That's what it was.
Wisconsin. Oh, okay. All right, Vash. What helps most in songwriting? Is it something that you can develop, or is it something that's natural?
I think that if you have a good, if you really are interested in strategy, I think understanding how other artists use different works and actually figuring out their strategy in your own interpretation would be like one of the best things to do, especially just in writing in general, just to understand different people's strategies so that you can implement those same strategies and see if it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, then it's cool. But honestly, I would have to say sticking to my own personal experience, not trying to do something that not stick in the metaphor so much, but more so just sticking to personal experience and working off of that in order to make something that's captivating or something that's new. So that's always strong in whatever it leaves my mouth. So it's something that can be developed. Definitely something that can be developed. You have people who are just naturally talented at this, but they can definitely be outworked by people who are hardworking, for sure.
I have a follow-up question for Vash on that. In thinking of songwriters, one specifically, because we know that Eminem doesn't always have music that appeals to everybody, but it seems as though he's not rhyming just words. It's almost like he's rhyming full
Sentences.
bars or sentences of layers with another. Is
Definitely.
that something that is more? I assume he had to really work at that, right?
Right, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
For Eminem, I would have to say for him just being a rapper is something that a writer, for him just being that, he's not a producer, he's not an engineer. I'm pretty sure he has talents in that end, but his main focus is rapping. I would believe, his main focus is rapping and writing. So he has a stronger sense than most people would. Then you have to understand he comes from battle rap into getting into a more so industry side of music. So it's just he has all the how would you call it? He has the full octagon going for him when it comes to just writing in general. So I believe I don't know, man. He's on another level because you have to think about writing as not just being just the syllables or just the repetition of words. There's actual melodies that exist behind the writing or behind the rhyming that you have to think of like the sentences being one whole melody in general, like one whole cadence. So it's just like he's able to bend in and out of cadences like a god, and it's amazing. I honestly believe like that Eminem is a whole nother level. Whole nother level.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. What athletes do you most look up to and why?
I'm gonna give y'all past and present. Past, that used to be an athlete, or he still is an athlete, but I say Coach Drako.
Oh, okay. And don't let him hear this. Oh my god.
Oh God.
Good grief.
The reason why, because I train with him, and I ask him a lot of questions because he played my position, and he has an answer for every single question I ask. So it's pretty cool. In present, I say Patrick Peterson.
Oh, heck yeah.
Good one.
I like his game a lot.
What you guys got?
Probably LeBron James, just because that was the first athlete I watched growing up getting into sports. I always watched him to get better at the sport and work harder.
Alright, mine would be Adrian Claiborne. He plays for the Browns now, but he has the same birth effect as. That's why I look up to him. It tells me that I can make the NFL too. And then my other one is Shaquem Griffin, because he doesn't even have a hand, and he's playing football.
Hey, I can understand that. Wait a minute, what am I supposed to be doing that one? Oh, King. Ask the best question.
Yeah.
That's the question.
Oh, we passed that one. Okay. Shut up. I got it. Which one?
Are you sure you beat him in 21?
What was the question?
What artist inspires you, Vash?
I would have to say Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator inspires. He comes from a very unorthodox field of like hip hop. Like he started off in nerdcore, and that's kind of like a more Weird Al Yankovic. I don't know if you know of him. Just like a very like satirical type of rap. But he was more so on the experimental side, more of a grungier side of hip hop starting out. Just more beats, just really just more psychedelic funk type of things that were just in awkward spaces. So he came from that, made a fan base out of that, and just him being the left side of hip hop in general. Also, just to add, like he's bisexual, homosexual to like the rap community, but at the same time, like that sets a kind of that kind of puts him on an unbalanced state towards people in general. But he came out with that also at the same time. It's just he's dealing with a whole set of unorthodox type of ideals when it comes to hip hop, that he was still able to flourish, and to the point to where he can now do hip hop fusions with R&B and just like more so 80s to 70s to 60s types of music, and make it just a world of an experience for someone who is not concentrated in a rap more so niche and more so of an alternative type base. He's just really versatile, and it's crazy. It's amazing. So yeah, I definitely work towards being as versatile and as amazing. You know.
Yep.
Well, kind of along those lines, young man. If you could meet any producer, who would it be and why?
Like the same thing with the beats. Like there are some people who are just producers that can't touch hip hop producers. You know, there's some people who are just like, are specific to any genre that can't touch other genres. So it's just like, I would have to say for hip hop, I would have to go with Quick. DJ Quick is one of those people who is just a master of the art of production as well as composition, and he can do anything that, I don't know, like the way he can work around his beats is like God level. I know nobody can be compared to a god, but in a human sense, like that type of mastery, you know? Like, it's like no one's like you, you know? So I would have to say DJ Quick. DJ Quick is one of those people I have to meet up with somewhere down the line and just soak in that game.
You made your mama proud.
Yeah. Hey, yo, I was just gonna say, you know, us old heads love hearing DJ Quick shout out on there.
That's all I grew up with, so it's just like he's in vain, you know? He's in vain.
Yeah.
Right.
My fault. My bad.
So, what sport do you think you are currently better than your father in?
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Travis.
Watch it.
Probably, I'd say football because like if I'm a receiver, I can just go route him and outrun him, and I can just straight over the shoulder catch to the end zone.
Oh, you know what? That's not even untrue.
Then I'll miss it.
Jeremiah.
But sports I'm better than him in? All of them.
Oh.
I just want to make it clear.
Like all of them?
All the sports.
Wow.
Then he repeated it. Golly.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Okay. Scotty?
Probably all of them, and mainly basketball.
Oh my goodness.
Ask him about the 1v1 we had.
Hey, look, I
Blocked him twice.
I pulled a hamstring, right? And
See, we were playing and I blocked him twice, so he forfeited.
hey, yo, Chris, let me tell you something, bro. The first one was a block, right? Like you just blocked it. The second time he sent it. Like I had to stop. I was like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and. I was like, my knee hurts, so I feel like it's swelling. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get some water. Oh man, God, really. Now, let's move.
Hold on. We can throw Vash in this question also. So Vash, if we put you guys in the booth right now, who will make a better beat, you or Pops?
I got too much work on him. Nah, I have to say me.
Oh,
I would have to say me. He has to navigate the board. Like,
I will concur with that point because I don't make beats.
right.
I don't make beats.
okay.
But I bet you if I learned, he couldn't beat me.
I would say this, like DJing, like nah, he'll kill me every single time. No bar.
Right.
No bar. Right.
Okay. So like in the mixing, so if it was to be mixing,
Mixing and I would have to say, he has me on game, but I can par him with some new plugins.
Oh, okay.
With some definitely some new stuff that he hasn't seen before. But then he'll just use that on me, so I don't know.
So
I
sticking
can't say
to
he got it.
and sticking to the music, scene, Bash. What inspired you to get into music, and what instruments can you play instruments? Are you?
I used to know how to play the flute, but now I can say I know how to play the MPC. I don't know if that counts. That rocks. What inspired me? I used to want to be. The first thing I wanted to be was a Def Jam poet. So the Def Jam, HBO Def Jam poetry, right? So I wanted to do that, and I was like, well, that's not going to make me any money because first I have to get on Def Jam Poetry. But by the time that happened, Def Jam Poetry cut off. So I was like, oh, I guess it's done. Can't do that.
Yeah.
So then as a poet, like I would always just write in the margins of my homework, you know, like or in my papers or anything. I probably wouldn't do classwork. Let's just be real. And I would just draw or write poetry, and it was just like when I did have that time to just escape. That's what makes it even harder to write right now. Like I don't have that time to like escape. Now it's just work. So not to say don't do your homework, do your classwork. You know? It's just that. That's just what I did. Right. So like everybody, I would it was like a study hall that I got for my in my senior year. It was my first study hall, and I was like, what is this? And they put me in a creative writing class, just sit in there and do nothing. Or to study. There we go. So when I was there, like they were doing the creative writing, and they had all these people were saying, okay, well, do some poetry. And I was like, can I do it too? They were like, yeah, sure. And so I did my poetry, and you know, most of it was just like to get girls in the class. So I was just like writing like some real smooth stuff and then hit it off the top and be the top person in the classroom.
Yeah.
I do this. But I just knew that like no one spent as much time writing as I did. So when I got in front of the class, it was just like, wow, he does poetry. And somebody was like, yo, you should rap. And I was like, okay, you're the next person that said I should rap. Then there was another person that was like, oh, you see you writing in your work. And he was like, you should rap too. And then I just kept hearing like, you should rap. Finally, I got on a J. Cole beat on YouTube, and I was like, all right, let me try. And I sucked. It was terrible, but it wasn't that bad. It was just more like I did not know. As Rakim says, there are 16 lines on the paper. That's what I start off with. I just went through those 16 lines and just kept going and didn't stop. So it just was a good experience. But yeah, man, like people just putting me on, just saying like, you should rap. And then I met Ace for my 21st birthday, and Ace is how should I say? He is a co-owner. Me and him are co-owners of a label called Pipeline Enterprises. So when I first met him, he was my producer, he was my engineer, he was everything, and he just pushed me and motivated me and said, "Hey, yo, you can do this." And so, yeah, definitely. That's what got me into to rap, like seriously rap.
All right, gentlemen. Dads, sit back. This is about to be another hilarious question.
And
all right, Scottie, Jeremiah, and Travis. Does your dad ever get on your nerves about working out and training? Let's start with Scottie first with the big smile on his face.
I mean, yeah, when it's early in the morning, I like 8 when I'm trying to sleep. But at the end, I know it's going to make me better, so I obviously like it and thank him for that.
All right, Travis.
All right. So, I do sometimes, because sometimes I'm trying to chill and play some 2K. Sometimes like I can't get the time to because I need to get better when I need to.
I'm telling you.
And you know that
more often because their answers are just straightforward, and I'm loving it. Oh God, here we go. Jeremiah.
Yeah, sometimes I be sore, and I don't think he understands that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you.
I'm not tolerating no more disrespect today.
oh man.
Oh man. This is another. Oh boy, this is a good question too.
Let me just sit back.
If we ran 100 meters, how far would you beat your dad? Vash.
How far would I be? I probably the whole way. The whole way. You probably catch up to me, but nah, I got longer legs than you. I'm sweating you. That's it.
He's gonna go in the room smacking.
He's in a whole. If he came in here, he's in a whole other house. That's scary. You should ask questions.
You get into the block.
Oh.
Anything has to do with strength, with speed? Nah, not when it comes to leg work. Nah, maybe boxing. You probably catch me with them hands, but nah.
100 meters, you can be in my 100 meters. He will not even get off the blocks at all. So it's set, go. He's still there. You're done.
Wait, first of all, house stays longer than mine, and I'm taller than him.
You don't know how to use your legs, so they're kind of shorter than mine.
Wait.
Wow. Move it away. Oh my goodness.
Rude. Travis.
Okay.
Come back.
So if it's 100, I'd say about 75, but if not, 150.
Dang.
Oh.
So I didn't. I'm back behind. God, dog. The disrespect is real around here, man.
Scottie.
He didn't even let me remind him.
I'm gonna dust him.
Stop the count.
Like, check this out, man. I'm gonna ice up my legs here later.
He's gonna make another.
Can everyone see?
He's gonna make another excuse when I.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I'm afraid to ask this.
This room, boy.
So, if we ran 100 meters, how far would you beat me?
The thing is, I run. Okay, I run. He doesn't run. Okay.
Eating burritos.
75.
Whoa!
You feel me? You feel what I'm saying?
75 meters?
Yeah, I don't think he ain't there yet.
Let me explain this to you.
Oh my!
There's a thing called pride. I'm not gonna lose by no 75 meters to this one. I'm gonna lose. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose convincingly. There's no doubt. I'm gonna lose. But it's not gonna be 50 meters. It's gonna be at least 30. You'll drink to that. 30 meters.
Hey yo, hey, let me tell you why I won't lose. Let me tell you why. It's not because I'm faster. It's because I will cheat. All right, I will cheat in a hot minute.
Yeah.
If I get in arm's reach of you, you're getting horse collared and dropped. So you better get out the gate.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm so fast.
I'm telling you,
I'm gonna get the chance.
I will snatch you up.
Last time we
I'm
tried
gonna
to
get the
cheat.
chance to.
Last time we tried to cheat. What happened?
Don't listen to these guys.
It's Coach Max fault.
Disrespectful in this room. I
Like,
swear.
I love it. I love it.
All right, gentlemen. Before a game or performance, what gets you ready? Let's start with Jeremiah.
I'll say music.
What type of music?
Rap. Yeah. And I'll also pray. Just get my mind.
Who's your favorite artist to get ready to?
Britney Spears.
Hey.
Shots fired! Bah, bah.
God dang.
Look at
But don't even laugh to me. It's not.
Oh my God! He just looked at you like, don't say nothing else, Dad. Don't say nothing else. Oh my God. I cannot do this show no more. This show, my stomach hurt. I done 2,000 things listening to y'all.
Who was it?
I listen to NBA Boy.
I'm sorry. You said what?
That's what I listen to.
Who was that? I'm sorry. Who was it?
NBA Young Boy.
NBA Young Boy?
Yeah, you don't know who that is. You don't know who it is.
Yeah, NBA YoungBoy is trying to get into it with Scarface and somebody else from Houston. Yes, I know. Don't go there with me, young man, about music.
Do you listen to him?
Oh no.
Trash.
You wanna know why? Because you put young in the name. That means he ain't got nothing to say to me.
Fire back. They've been on our heads all day. Fire back.
All day. Scotty, what gets you going before the game, Scotty?
Probably listening to music and then like thinking of what I can do in the game. It's kind of like daydreaming.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, Travis.
Okay, my football team's chant, like that, it's such a high chant. That's what really gets me ready. This chant is like saying like we're ready to hit, pretty much, and trying to terrify the opponent's team.
Yeah, they do one of those. They circle up. Everybody gets to hop in, and you got that one cat in the middle, giving them cues.
It's like
and they chant it all together. Yeah, they get pretty hype after that.
they go like they're loud or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Travis, you said music. I mean, Scotty, you said music. What artist?
Eminem probably.
Okay.
Eminem.
I can do something.
All right, Doc, we have to start. We gotta start making sure he's listening to the clean version of Eminem.
Wait,
Yeah, yo, that ship sailed a long time ago. Yo, they need Jesus.
Yeah. Man,
The heck?
what gets you ready before a performance?
Like silence, just a good walk, just to go over my thoughts. That's pretty much it. Just to be to myself. That's what gets me ready for my performance. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So, to all of you, young men, after a great performance or a big game, a big win, what is your choice restaurant or food afterwards?
say that.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
You first, Travo.
Okay, Texas Roadhouse. Their bread is way too good. But the cinnamon, the ice, it's just. If I go to Texas Roadhouse, that's the only thing I'm really looking forward to. It's just that.
Not the steak. He wants the homemade bread with the cinnamon butter.
Forget this. It's the bread is where it's at. Yeah, this is good, but like the bread's on a whole other level. You can't do anything.
Carbs.
Scotty.
Yeah, probably Texas Roadhouse, but mainly for steaks.
He said maybe for the steak.
Yeah.
Jeremiah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll go anywhere after a game. But my favorite will be IHOP.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you
gentlemen.
what was that? Bottomless pancakes, huh?
I don't eat the pancakes.
Yo, you don't eat the pancakes?
French toast.
Sit back and listen to this one because this is gonna blow your mind. Vash.
This is gonna blow me. What?
Because you don't eat normal.
I mean, like I'll eat anything. I'm pretty much after performance, I'll just go anywhere anybody else is going. Ace going to Waffle House. That's like the mandatory. After every performance, we're gonna go to Waffle House. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm cool on it. But if I had a preference, I eat some Chinese food. Not gonna lie. Some General Tso's tofu, some rice.
Okay.
That's on point.
And for all those that don't know what Waffle House is, it's like Denny's. It's on every other corner off of every exit on the highway in Georgia.
They don't have Waffle House out there?
And
We got 'em.
you got Waffle Houses,
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Maybe.
Georgia, if they're not. I mean, if they're clean, those are the ones that's empty.
Yeah.
And Georgia, the nastiest Waffle Houses are the most crowded ones. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just letting you know. That's how it is out here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I found that out when I was stationed in Florida.
Yeah. So the cleanest ones are always the ones that's empty.
Yeah. Nobody's in there. You want the grease dripping from the ceilings.
From the ceiling. Yeah. It's crazy. All right, gentlemen. This is for Scottie, Vash, Jeremiah, and Travis. We do what we call off topic. We have this one standard question, and all I'm gonna say is Kobe or LeBron. Who you got? Scottie.
Kobe.
All right.
You know you want to say LeBron. You know you want to say Scottie.
Travis.
Okay. This one's hard because they're both really good players. So, I'm probably going to go with Kobe. Yeah.
Not probably.
Okay. Jeremiah.
Kobe.
Vash.
Kobe.
All right. You was about to get disowned if you'd have said LeBron.
Hey, yo, let me ask a follow up off topic specifically for Vash real quick. Similar to Kobe and LeBron, Tupac or Biggie?
Whoa! Say the wrong one, you get kicked out the wheel.
I would have to say Pac. But I don't listen to Pac like that as much as I listen to Biggie. So it's on different days. Different days. I'll leave it at that. I wouldn't say Pac all the time because I don't listen to Pac like that. But I listen to Biggie because Juicy comes on like almost every other Tuesday. So it's just like I love Juicy too. So
I got a question for Vash also. So we've been watching these musicians have these verse battles. What verse battle would you like to see?
Verse battle. It's my between two of my favorite artists.
Sure, absolutely.
I know this has been like long overdue, but I would really like to see a verse battle between besides Black Friday, between Cole and Kendrick. I'd like to see that.
Oh, okay.
Definitely like to see that.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be a great
hard. Right.
That would be dope. All right. Well, I want to thank Jeremiah, this guy right here, Scottie, Travis, Vash. Thank you guys for coming out. This has been quite entertaining.
Yeah.
You guys have been too funny. I love the honesty. It was a lot of fun today. You guys, I'm telling you, we went to the gym. We went to surgery. We got some things we got to talk about off air. Believe that. But I had a lot of fun today. I had a great time.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, this was another fun episode. We hope all of you enjoy it. Please keep watching. Please keep subscribing. Please keep sharing. And go ahead and hit subscribe. Hit that bell. Tell all your friends. Tell all your friends' friends. Tell everybody. Subscribe to us. Watch us every week when we premiere.
All right. All right, here comes the fun part. Do you guys have any shout outs? We're gonna start with let's start with Travis. Travis, you got any shout outs?
Yes, my trainer, coach. His name's we call him Coach Mike, but his name's what's his name? Mike or something like that.
Michael. Yeah,
Michael. And my best friend TJ.
All right. Scottie, any shout outs?
I'm gonna have two.
Okay.
Coach Mike and the King.
Oh, he's trying to get in your good graces.
Yeah,
Here we go. Jeremiah.
I want to make a shout out to Coach Mike and Coach Drako. I wouldn't be at this point where I'm at now. Oh, and Coach Strong.
Yep.
All right. Vash, my man, what's your shout out?
Shout out to Sportz Mom behind the scenes, and shout out to those people who are viewing right now, and those people who haven't viewed yet. Shouts out.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, Doc, you go ahead and follow up behind them.
Hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna shout out all of our boys here. You know, I think when we decided to do a legacy show like this, we didn't really know what to expect. It did not disappoint. So all of you, I appreciate you all. I'm gonna smack the hell out of y'all both after the show's over.
It's on me.
It's on you.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my all you boys, man. You guys make your fathers proud of what you guys are doing. Stay positive, stay focused, stay humble. Shout out to my friends, family. This guy right here, man, he's amazing. This guy keeps me young, man. I mean, minus all the trash talking that he's done today, he is really a nice and humble young man.
Come someone finish.
It's been fun.
All right, I just like to give it, like you said, first and foremost, you guys are some great kids. I'm not going to even lie. This, like Doc said, we did not know what to expect from this show. I think this is one of the best shows we have had. I have not laughed this hard since Coach Drako, and that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. But to Scottie, Travis, Jeremiah, and to my very own Vash, I just want to say thank you guys. First of all, for taking time out of your day to hang out with your dads. And young men, keep doing what you're doing. And Jeremiah and Vash need to get together because Jeremiah's gonna need some. He's gonna need a theme for his workout tapes. So y'all need to figure it out, and y'all need to go ahead and get that happening.
That's word. That's not.
But as always, if you have any comments about the show, anything you want to say, hit us up at 4G Sports, sports with the Z at gmail.com. And always remember, we're on every social media platform, YouTube, Facebook, IG, SoundCloud, Twitter. Same thing, 4G Sports with the Z. Everyone has their own special handshakes. Jeremiah, stop playing your nappy hair. And we want to say we love y'all. And we'll see y'all next week. 4G's out.